I would sleep scream.
All the time. Don't. Mate, you woke my mum up one of the first times you ever stayed at mine. I'll never, ever forget. My mum isn't like the biggest deep sleeper. So like she hears something, she'd wake up. I don't know what happened. I remember being told though, Mum was just like, I remember Luke being like, no, don't touch me. Leave me like, and Mum's like, what the fuck? He's like, jumps up. She just sees like Luke. He's like, no, don't touch me. It's like, mate, what?
Okay, mate, I want to talk about sickies as a kid because I don't know about you, but they were rare for me because I had the type of parent. You got two parents. You got the parent that, and I think this would happen with, you could have your dad and your mum, and maybe a lot of people can relate to this. Your dad would just be like, yeah, let him be, he's fine. Just if he's not feeling good, whatever, I just want to go to work. And the mum, no, if you're sick, you are staying in bed. You are not watching any TV. Yep. You are not playing any games. You are staying in bed because you're sick. Did you have that?
I did have that.
Yeah.
And then my dad worked overseas, so the rules were a little bit different.
So you only had mum. Yeah. You call him and go, Dad,
well, no, so the funny thing is, right, so obviously we would chat every single day, and back then Skype was like the big thing.
Skype was big.
I know Skype isn't like, I would think that it's dead now.
Maybe it's used for work meetings and that's it.
But Skype was a big thing, so it was always a Skype call. So, like, obviously, like, if we were sick, like, yeah, like, we would jump on the Skype call and, like, Dad would, obviously that's how it was in my family. Anyways.
Yeah, that's how you communicate with your dad.
Yeah, as far as sick days when I was a kid, man, yes, I took them. Yes, I faked them. I think I know we all faked them.
I think you're psychotic if you
there's no way that you didn't.
Yeah,
I'm not buying that. I'm not, but it was definitely a different rule for me versus my brother, and by that, man, I would bust my ass trying to fake a sickie. Like, so I'd be like in bed, like, I'm like, oh no, I feel bad. Like, put on like that, exactly like that voice.
Yep.
Like, oh man, I don't want to go to school. What a sick time. I'd lie and be like, oh, I was throwing up in the middle of the night. Like, I don't feel like just that dumb shit.
Yeah.
Or the classic, and again, touching on primary school here, the classic just hide under bed, like pull like shit in front of me, like under the bed, like shoe boxes, like a box of toys, and like in between, like be like in, and then your mum be like, we're going to school, and it's like, say a single word, you won't find me. And it was so in hindsight, fucking dumb.
Oh, I didn't do that, but that's really interesting.
But
yeah,
like, or instead of hiding under my bed, because I know that like mum would look there, I'd like hide under like her bed. Like it was really dumb, but I don't know why. I just thought it was like smart. Like it's so dumb, so incredibly dumb.
She finds you on the bed. You're like, what are you doing? You're like, oh, I'm so sick.
I don't even know how I got here. I was sleepwalking.
I remember one time I threw up over. I had a bunk bed. I threw up over the bunk bed, fell out and landed on it, and then I actually did get a sick day off then because they found me like in my throw up, going like, oh, like I was in so much pain, falling off my bed.
You slipped on the vomit into the top one. You're like a fucking Looney Tunes.
Oh, I've got one of the best stories. I've told you this many times, but I would sleep scream
all the time. Don't, mate. You woke my mum up one of the first times you ever stayed at mine. I'll never ever forget. My mum isn't like the biggest deep sleeper. So like she hears something, she'd wake up. I don't know what happened. I remember being told though, Mum was just like, I remember Luke being like, no, don't touch me. Leave me like, and Mum's like, what the fuck? He's like, jumps up. She just sees like Luke. He's like, no, don't touch me. It's like, mate, no wonder you don't sleep well. I'm going to be honest with you. You've been scarred as a kid. Something has happened. There's some trauma, I reckon.
People would tell. There was a moment when I went away with a mate and we went down to the beach and it was just me and him. And the plan was to get dinner, go down to the beach. And then he's like, man, let's just crash in my van. Like, it's going to be cool. And he set up the van and everything. And I crashed. And it was a very tight space. And and we somehow found like I don't know if we found it or grabbed, but there was oranges in
oranges.
In this van. There was oranges.
Bloody oranges.
And what happened was, in the middle of the night, I didn't wake up because I was already asleep, but I pretty much grabbed hold of all the curtains, ripped them down, started screaming and like throwing the oranges at him. I'm like, get me out. get me out. And we're parked in front of someone's house because like you can't find parking anywhere. So we're sleeping out the front of this dude's house and I'm just clawing at everything going, how? Get me out. But the worst one, by far the worst one, was when I was a kid and this was the most realistic dream that was so bad. I had one of those bunk beds where the bottom isn't a bunk, it's a desk.
Yeah. I was always envious of that as a kid.
Yeah,
I was
so
jealous.
So cool. And I went up to the top of my bed and obviously I was, I go to bed and I had doors that would go out the back of my property to the veranda.
Yes.
Right? So I had this dream that two men opened those doors and were competing against each other to get up the top of my bunk and take off my pajamas.
Sorry, you didn't laugh. Like, this is so fucking random.
and I was scared, so I go to where the ladder is. I grab hold of both sides and I just start kicking. And I just start kicking to like knock them off. And in my head, I've knocked one of them off and he's tumbled, taken out the other. And I was like, fire, what do I do? So I climb down the ladder so quickly. I run out of my room.
As Luke is running out of his room, it's just run. And he's like,
my heart was pumping.
He was like the Flash.
Yeah. And I open the door. I go out the back and I was like, okay. Yeah, exactly. And I was like, I need to tell my parents. So I run around the back of my property. I jump a fence that is too big for me. I scratch my stomach falling over it. I sprint to my parents' room. I'm outside the window. And this part is stupid. I knocked so quietly but so fast because I didn't want to wake them up. Which makes no fucking sense. So I'm panicking, just knocking as fast as I can. Maybe I didn't want to be disruptive. What's the word?
Disruptive.
Yeah. It's all right. So I didn't want to annoy them, even though there's people.
That's probably what you should have said.
Should have went with the basics. Yeah.
Don't go too big. Just basic.
Go back to the drawing board. And then my dad just slams open the front door, comes running in. He's like, what? And I just say, there's two men after me. And he just sprints to the kitchen, grabs a knife, and he's running out the back trying to find them. My mum figures out what's going on, the more level-headed one, walks me back to sleep. She's like, I think you're sleepwalking. I'm like, oh, okay. She puts me in bed. My dad's out in the paddock with a knife, running around. Get over here. And that one was nuts because I actually can remember part of that. That one felt like a lucid dream.
That's ridiculous.
Isn't that
like you actually did that.
Yeah. So that was a bit of a crazy one. But what were we talking about? Faking a sickie?
Hey, you gotta remember a bit better than that.
What would I think Aussie kids would know this 100% when you fake a sickie. The TV shows that were on: Ready Steady Cook, Dr. Phil, Alan.
And
Xena, the warrior princess.
I was going to say Bold and the Beautiful.
Oh, Bold and the Beautiful.
Channel 10 classic.
I couldn't, no matter how sick I would be, that would never be entertaining.
Oh, dude, it was so bad.
Never.
I was saying this last night when I went out for dinner. Mate, the acting in that was fucking...
Yeah.
It was like, Linda, I'm having an affair with Glenn's wife. And they're like... You can't be doing that, Jonathan. No, but I have to. It's really good. No, but what about the children? And there'd be like an ad break. It was like the worst of the worst acting. And it's like, oh my God, I just killed a man. It's like, you did what?
And the zoom in on the faces.
You did what? And like to the mouth. It's like, what in the fuck is going on?
Man, I think with people watching those shows now, it makes no sense to me because there is such a massive quantity of quality out there now.
Oh, there is.
And Bold and the Beautiful has to be one of the worst shows.
Oh, mate. You know what? I want to do, actually, after we're done, I'm going to Bold and Beautiful and just see IMDb for it. I've got to know what it's rated.
Surely it's
There's no way that it's 3 stars. No fucking way.
Because the older generation, they wouldn't be on IMDb rating it, so it would just be
yeah, true. Well, that's not the point. I just want to know what it's rated.
All
on tomatoes. Just fucking, oh.
But yeah,
So
those.
Ready, Steady, Cook though, absolute banger of a show. I don't care what any. You ready green capsicums? You ready red tomatoes? Or well, I fucked up. You know what I mean? Sorry, I'm being too excited.
Nailed it.
Oh, it's just such a good. And you'd be like, all right, what are you cooking? It's like, hi, I'm going to be cooking a spiced crab with crab meat. And it's like, oh, that's not bad. We're going to go over to the green side here. Come on, follow me. And the camera would like follow like the presenter. It was it was bad, but it was good. Like if that makes any sense.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, I couldn't really. Oh, you know what show I did love when it would come on? There was two that for me were absolute quality as a kid, and if they were on in the daytime too, was According to Jim.
What? Yeah, I know.
Is that part of the show?
I'm pretty sure it was. Oh wait, no, I don't think it was. No, is that the one with Tim Allen?
No.
Oh, then I've definitely fucked up. Do you remember that one though? It was like the handyman one. Tim Allen's like sorry, it was from that show.
Maybe I would have got that reference.
And the guy who you would never see his head, but would just be like,
Yeah,
I'm here. That show was grouse. I don't know what it's called.
yeah, and the other one was
Sorry,
Everybody.
I fucked up. Fucked up big time.
The other one was Everybody Loves Raymond.
Hey,
Go on, quote that. Yeah,
I am Ray Romano.
Raymond gets everything.
Do you remember the Nan? The grandma, like the whole time, and the grandpa. Not a bad show. Like, I don't know. Yeah, Life According to Jim. I do know it, even though it just sounds like I definitely don't know it. But no, that wasn't bad. I'm trying to think. There was some. That was about all we had. Like I remember as a kid.
Yeah, there wasn't.
Around that
There really
time.
wasn't much.
Ellen was always like kind of good. Dr. Phil was always kind of good. I'm Dr. Phil. Today we got Bad Baby.
I still can't believe he got her on.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
weird.
And now she's blown the fuck up.
Do you know she made $57 million on OnlyFans in 1 year?
That is a ridiculous amount of money.
I don't understand it. I don't understand when people leak OnlyFans all the time, or it's on Reddit. Why do you pay?
They don't know.
No, I'm asking you. Why do you pay?
I've never paid.
Be honest with them and just tell.
I don't know how this has happened. So we got daytime TV now, OnlyFans. I don't know how it's got into this. How dare you? Ellen wasn't too bad. It always depended on like who the celebrity was, though.
Yeah,
It could be. Oprah was another one, and I only
never
remember.
liked Oprah.
Oh, come on! You get a prize. You get a prize. Everybody gets a prize. It's the best. It's the best. I never ever really knew what was going on. We didn't have What else was there? The other show, and they would like sit each other down and they debate.
They would debate.
Yeah, like they would like always argue with a TV presenter.
Judge Judy.
Well, that was another one, and she wouldn't let anything slide.
I love Judge Judy.
She was always like,
Bam, bam, down,
that's definitely not. That's like Law and Order, which is nighttime television.
People are going to think we don't watch these shows at all. We're just talking.
I actually don't. I can't quite recall. I just remember Judge Judy like being a boss ass bitch.
Yeah,
like
no,
she
made
didn't give
bank
a
too.
fuck about anyone.
Do you know? Apparently, one of the richest women in the world. She's on the list. Like, if there's a top
Really?
100, possibly.
That's
yeah,
a fair effort. Good on her.
like if you're not including things like Jeff Bezos'
this
wife,
is Judge Judy.
Yeah, there we go.
Dun, dun, or something like that. I
Yeah.
don't even know if that was it. To
But
be
you know how
honest.
there's like so many people on the list, Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, just because
So every time I
obviously
hear Jeff Bezos, I just think of that song. Jeff Bezos. You know that one?
no.
Really? Oh, I'm not going to sing anymore.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
all the lyrics. I'm going to look like more of an idiot than what I already have this episode.
Yeah, then so she's definitely made a lot of money with those shows, which is crazy. But that's one thing I was going to bring up was I find it interesting that now with music, if you hear a song on the radio, you can hold your phone up to it and it will find the song. If you wanted to find a song that just came out, you'll find it on YouTube. You'll find someone who's bloody uploaded their own version on YouTube. You'll find a fast version, a slow version. You'll find it on Spotify.
Do you
You'll
know
find
how
it everywhere.
hard that shit was as us as
That's
a kid?
what I'm saying. Do you remember when it
even
had
like trying to,
Rage?
Rage.
It had Rage. So you
Rage
have to
and fuck, I forgot what it was called. Something video hits on a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning.
That's the one I'm talking about. The Saturday morning one.
That one was great.
When you'd have to wait for the top
Saturday
10.
Disney as well.
Oh, but the top 10 in the morning for the music.
Yeah, and you'd have your phone on
3 weeks in a row, I had to wait for the number one, Jesse McCartney's, what's the...
Beautiful Soul.
Oh, mate.
Dude, I reckon the worst one was Jai Ho by the Pussycat. I fucking hated that song.
I really liked it.
And number one, Pussycat Dolls. Jai Ho, you are the reason that I breathe. Jai Ho. Oh. I was like, fuck, I am fucking sick of this fucking song.
Nah, I rated it. I really liked it.
I remember when Low was huge. Bit of Flow Rider Low.
He was
And Apologise by One Republic.
Oh,
and
that song is a fuck. That song is a good... You're singing because you're trying to make up for all the fuck-ups you do with the TV
up, but I know the songs.
Nah, Apologise was
that
a
was
fucking
such
banger.
it was so good.
Apologise
We had
was great.
so many good songs going up. Will Smith Switch. That was grade 4. I don't remember because I had the CD. And it's like So Fresh CDs. So Fresh that it hits the 2003 autumn.
I forgot about So Fresh.
Avril Lavigne, Skater Boy. Oh, mate. Let me tell you how many times I've...
Yeah. And kids would have those CD pouches
like the
full of them.
stackers.
Yeah.
I've got CDs, mate. What are you after? Give you $5 for
They're going to be worth so much in the future. No, Sharon, they're not.
just like an NFT. Pointless. Mate, nah, that was sick.
I remember the CD folders. Do you know when this was...
By the way, like, clearly... Don't even worry about, like, the title's going to be a little there's been a lot going on.
No, I'm sure we digged into, like, you know...
the days on television
as a kid. But the one thing I was going to say was we had something at our school where they would invite 3 kids a month to go and just go on the radio. And it was just the local Valley radio.
I remember doing that.
Yeah, do you? And
holy shit, I did a sports segment.
You got to choose one song. You had you got a little speech that you wrote, and then you got to choose one song that you would play. Bro, I played Strawberry Kisses by
kidding me.
I remember
fucking kidding me. Out of all the songs.
Because I remember my dad refused.
Oh,
my
sorry.
dad was
all right, continue the story. I just thought of a story in high school regarding a song.
Because my dad refused, and I was like, just let him be himself. And I had no idea. I just really liked the song. But my dad could come
I can just
in.
imagine you as well. You're like, this is like we're taking away with Strawberry Kisses.
Because
you're like,
Because I had the only 2 CDs I had was a Blink 182 CD.
Oh yes,
and
fuck yeah,
and the other one. No, it was just like one of the
So Fresh,
yeah, So Fresh, and I really liked that song. So I remember my dad coming in, sitting down like on my bed, and being like, "It's a good song, but." You sure you don't want like this one? This is really
sure you don't
good.
Want Nickelback Photograph. You're like, oh, it's a good song, but he says photograph a lot of times.
And yeah. So, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, I remember. I know we were just fuck it. You know what? We're just staying on the tangent because I'm loving these at the moment. I remember in high school we had a thing. It was like present a song, like do a little bit like what it's about and all that. My mate did 303. Don't trust a hoe. Is that the song?
That is a great song.
And so everyone's like, mine I think was like Blink 182, like Damn It or something like that. And like the YouTube clip would play. When it got to him, the YouTube clip wasn't playing. So he was just like, fuck it, I'll freestyle. Mate. So you know, it's like, oh no, what was it? Sorry, it was 303. It wasn't Don't Trust Me. It was it's like white girls, like Daisy Jigs, make some girls go.
Yeah.
So the video clip wouldn't play, so he was singing it, and no one was getting. You know how like people like would gas you up.
Yeah,
like, yeah, we'll come in, we'll do backing. No one did it. It was just him. So he's like, Daisy Jigs, make some girls go. And can't, dude, when I tell you everyone was like, dude, we were all crying. It was fucking, and then only for like him to like get halfway through the song, and then the YouTube thing plays like, oh, I mean, I guess it's playing now, so I'll just let it play, and like sat down. Oh, mate,
that's so fucking funny. I remember there was this one time this kid brought like an egg salad sandwich into
so weird.
into class, and the teacher wouldn't let him eat it because she didn't like the smell. So he ate his egg salad sandwich alone out on the deck, and his mum went nuts.
Do you remember being in the school canteen?
No, I didn't have one at primary school.
No, high school.
Oh, okay.
'Cause we went to high school.
Yeah, so I had one
And
there.
there was a kid from the accelerated class. I just
Oh, that fucking kid. Curly hair, small.
Mate, loved Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Did
you know who I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
Always a laptop.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. This kid was pretty normal.
Yep.
We'll say. I remember, were you in the canteen when this took place, by the way? Do you know where I'm going with this story?
Is this the hero story?
Oh, no, I don't know. Maybe. I've got no idea. I'll just tell it and then you can
Where you
tell
chase
me.
someone down about a potato cake?
No, I didn't know that.
I heard he chased some kid down because he stole a potato cake. And then when he brought it back, he was getting like a standing ovation from all the kids in his class.
No, I remember we're in the canteen, and you know how it is, by the way. And this is the old canteen, not the new one. Just so it would have been like year 10, I think.
Yeah, lay it out for people because
just putting it because we had two different canteens in high school.
Oh,
when they
okay,
changed. So the original one.
Yeah, yep.
And obviously it got quite packed and crowded.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyways, one of the boys slapped him on the ass, but instead of like turning around, just be like, "Oh, mate, don't turn around." Fucking clocked like. By the way, clocked like one of the kids.
He smacked the shit out of him.
Well, and by the way, like the kid was like the guy that he hit was like I would consider like a tougher person.
Oh, yeah, real quick. The kid Lee's talking about would have been like your typical American nerdy student that has no hope, like bent over, frail arms, made weird comments during assemblies all the time. And the other kid was like maybe a bully looking type.
It was always like, oh, I'm sorry.
No, he did do that. He did do that.
Because I had philosophy with him, and he got into trouble one time. He was like talking. I was like, "Shit, you've had enough." So he's like, "No, I'm sorry."
I remember one time we had a pancake day, and he walked past. It was the first one he was waiting since like fucking 6 a.m. I think he started at like 8, and he got it, and he walked past everyone on the line. He's like, "It's smelling like pancakes today." And we all look at him like
cinnamon roll.
And we all look at him like, "What?"
Yeah. So clocks like this kid. Fucking square in the middle and all that.
It was a great
He's like,
touch.
mate, what the fuck? He's like, don't ever hit me on the ass again. And he's like, I didn't even touch your ass. What the hell? Like crying in the
He's crying his eyes out. Oh, that was so fucking good. Oh, that was
shit. Yeah, I had to throw that story in there. So I just thought.
No, I do. I remember sitting there and hearing he got clocked, and I thought that was so funny. It was so funny. I remember once there was I'll finish off with this story. There was a kid that I was friends with, and you were there. I think you were there. We were in a hallway, and there was about 4 of us, and this one kid like. He was just mucking around, and he grabbed the end of a USB stick.
I know exactly.
And he had the end of a USB stick,
shit.
and he was definitely a funny character. Like the guy was hilarious,
He was good.
And he would pick his moments right too. Like one of those guys in the group where he wouldn't say too much, but when he said something, it was just fucking hysterical.
Yeah, pure gold.
And he put this USB stick and the lid, put it on the top of his lip, and he was sucking on it, so it was hanging off his lip. Anyway, I said something to him like a joke, and he said, "Don't you fucking dare!" Like as a joke, he grabbed me.
Put you
Yeah,
up
like he
the wall.
fully.
But it was a bit of like,
Yeah.
it was pretty strong.
And I was pretty small, but like a couple of my mates were pretty big. So one of my mates just grabs him and goes, "Don't fucking touch him." But that was a joke as well.
Yeah.
But when he did it, he goes, when he did it,
we're all like, what the fuck was that?
he just looks at he looks at all of us and he goes, "Yep, I just swallowed my USB lid." And we're like, "You what?" And he just, "It's gone. It's gone." And I fucking died.
That was, by the way, that was the same time, just before he did that, was when we were trying to throw the glue sticks up at the roof and stick them to the roof. Isn't that as well? Like, try again. And like, throwing them up.
It was good. I had this English teacher once who absolutely hated me, and I was doing no work in class, and I think I spent probably 30 minutes with 3 pieces of paper, ripping them up into the most tiniest little pieces of like, as much as I could, the tiniest little pieces. And pretty much near the end of class, everyone's doing their work, I grab all of the pieces and my hands are full. I walk over to one of my mates he had the biggest afro. And I just go up behind him and I just sprinkle it all down. It's like snow, and it just sprinkles down, and it goes all through his hair. And he slowly looks up at me. The teacher goes, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Just making a lamington." And I straight detention. So I was gone. She hated that. He rated it. He thought it was funny.
Oh, fuck. Anyways,
oh, cool. That was a great one.
That was a good one. A few little tangents.
A few.
Well, now I'm going to definitely look up what the hell that show's called where it went "Huh?" at the start of it. I want to know what... It's something hardware, maybe. I've got no idea.
Yeah, it is something hardware. You're right.
We'll find out. I'll announce what it was on the next podcast. For those listening and watching.
Was it Tim's something?
Oh, it could be.
Tim's Tool Time.
Tim the Tool Man?
No.
I don't know. I just thought.
No, I don't know.
I'm going to find out. I'm going to Google it like legitimately once this is done. Walk up, go to the computer and type it in on Google. Find out. That's really fucked me up that I don't know the name.
What a cliffhanger. We'll leave it on.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
If you do know the name, please leave it in the comment section below.
We will already know by now.
Be sure to leave a like. Well, I'll pin the comment.
Yeah.